Hello there, I hope you are well. My name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum 48K and we're going to be looking at a shooter called Arcadia. Now this was published by Imagine Software in 1982 and this intro is quite advanced for 1982. Also come out on the Commodore 64. It's a vertical scrolling shooter over 32 levels if you're that good, which I probably am not. And you must destroy waves of aliens each time. The ship can thrust to about halfway up the screen. You go left and right and you just have to survive. You see a timer on the top left. We need to survive each wave till that gets to 0, right? Right. Now it is Colour Clash City this as I explode, and it moves a bit fast for its own good. When the ship thrusts up the screen, I don't know why it goes red, maybe they're trying to do a red booster, but it just goes red-green and gets a little bit glitchy really. So, timer ticking down. If you shoot the whole wave, they do regenerate again, so it's probably best to try and reduce them to about 2 ships or so, and then leave them be and just try and avoid it and run down the timer. Right, level 1. If I don't go very far on this, I will put in a poke for infinite lives. Well, I'm not sure if that'll do me any good. Right? Right, so, avoid things firing at you and avoid collisions. This game is, well, it's very advanced for 1982, but it is aged terribly. As a kid seeing this back in the day, I would have thought this was magnificent, although it would have frustrated the hell out of me, and I'm not sure quite how often I would have gone back to it. Sounds is a little bit annoying, but back in the day as a kid, you would have put up with it, because it would have been sort of like normal. Right, okay. Keep going, Nick, you can do this thing. Whoa, no, come on. Can I get off level 1? These are sort of like arrow waves of aliens. They seem to go slowly down. Now, I shouldn't have done that. If you shoot all of them, they will regenerate there. So it's all about keeping out of trouble and running down the clock. So it's a nice idea. It's executed well. Sort of like a Space Invaders Galaxian sort of thing. But it's in space. Now, no stars in the background, which I can let it off for that. Because you've got to remember, 1982. So what we're taking so far then? Well, interesting sound, massive colour clash, a little bit flickery, but nice idea. Oh my god, bow ties. That's what we're taking. And 1982. So look, loads moving on the screen for a game this early. I'm really, really impressed. Although no real reason to go back and search it now, unless you want a bit of a nostalgia fest if you owned it back in the day. Right, timer 71, 70, it's ticking down quickly. Just keep out of trouble, avoid the bow ties. Oh, was that my last life? Might be. No, we've got another life left. Right, go. Oh man, that's so difficult. They just swarm on you like moths. Right, okay, now I'm going to put a poke in for infinite lives, so hopefully I can get past level 2. But I'm not promising anything. So if you had this game back in the day on the Commodore 64 and Spectrum and did all 32 levels, then let me know, because you must be some sort of genius or put in a lot of time. But if you had got a good run on this back in the day as a kid, you would have really, really loved this game. It would have got quite a lot of mileage. Nothing else went quite this fast back in the day I can immediately remember. So I think this would have been a winner, but I don't think it turned into a classic. Not many people would have heard of this. So it's Arcadia in your green ship, which goes red when you thrust up. As I say, you can't thrust up further than halfway up the screen, which I suppose it'll make it too easy to get around them each time, I suppose. Right, now shouldn't have... Yeah, see, look, they've regenerated, so that was a mistake. These dreaded alien hordes. So this is level 1. It's quite a tough level 1 for the uninitiated in the 8-bit shooter category. So yes, a lot of people may have played this initially and then never played it again because they got frustrated. Oh, come on, Nicky. 5 seconds. Yeah, we're going to do this now. 2, 1, 0. Right, now to bow tie territory. Get round the bow ties, shoot a gap and run... Oh, almost. You need to shoot a hole through and... just try and survive it, really. Here we go. I'm not sure why they did those white borders either side. Didn't need those. It sort of like cuts in the area. Could have left that free. Maybe there's a reason for that. But the aliens do go into that a lot and colour clash it, which make it look quite awful. Look at that red thing there going into the white border. If they just took the border away, they could have got away with that. So it's really exposing the errors. But again, 1982, so, you know, what did people know in 1982 compared to now? Well, a little bit. Right, I've shot a hole through there. Right, we've got a chance here with my infinite lives. Come on. He goes through space with his infinite lives. Da, 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 da. I expect these aliens are attacking Earth then. They often do. Or maybe they're off to a bow tie shop. One of the two. If you've ever been in space attacked by a swarm of bow ties, then let me know below. What happened? Did you die? Oh, no, I shouldn't have done that, Nick. See, I was down to about 4. See, I would have done that if I just kept it to the last 2. But I was too trigger happy taking all of these out. Imagine Software in 1982. Imagination. They did quite a lot, didn't they, Imagine Software? Did they do Ye Are Kung Fu? I really liked that one, but that was to come a bit later. Dee diddly dee 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 diddly dee. Yes. Well, Oolong died there if he's flying this spaceship. They don't say who's flying. A lot of the Spectrum games do have an elaborate backstory, so you could read or not. This one, there's no elaborate backstory. Maybe 1982 was before the elaborate backstories actually took place. If this was like 3 or 4 years later, it'd probably be your girlfriend's been kidnapped by aliens, shoot everyone and rescue her. That would probably be it. And then you'll go to see your girlfriend and she'll colour clash with all the scenery around her. Imagine if there was colour clash in real life. You walk past a tree and your colour clash with the tree, and then yeah, that'd be insane, would it? If that was the case, this game would be very lifelike indeed. Ship moves okay, not too fast, not too slow. It's just finding a gap between these aliens would infuriate me, and you know, infinite lives, I would have died ages ago. Let's just see if I can get through stage 2, as I say, of 32. There's probably a knack to this, that once you get it, you can whiz through quite easily. Probably talking and playing the game at the same time it makes it difficult, but you've got to remember to blink, 'cause this colour clash will burn your retinas. Not quite as bad as staring at the sun, disclaimer, do not do that, ever. But always blink when you're playing these sort of Spectrum games. That's what I would say. Playing the Spectrum makes you go blind, they say. Did they? No. It must be something else. We won't dwell on it. The spaceship sounds a bit like a farty noise. If you've eaten particularly bad curry. I should get round these like 10 seconds. 9. 2 left. Don't shoot them, Nick. Let them be. Good. Right, stage 3. Might take... Oh no, right. Stage 3. Here we go. These are aliens going up and down. I was expecting something else. They're disco dancing like they don't know what. I don't know what beat they're dancing to, but it's a song I don't want to hear. This level looks quite easy. They're not buzzing around too much, this mob. 63, 61, the time's going down quick. I can keep out of their way. Right, so I'd imagine they're going to get progressively more difficult, but that bow tie stage was very, very difficult. If a lot of the stages now after this point are like this, I think we'll be okay. We're just sticking to the right hand of the screen. Oh, right, okay, so they're half and half. Just fly in the gap, Nick, and I think we'll be fine. 25. Don't cut me off, you aliens. Stick to the right. Stick to the right. Stay away from that. It's not firing at me with any great aplomb. 5 timer. We're going to do it. Was that it? I think that was it. Is that it? Come on. Right. Off we go. And we're dead. Right, I might take the poke off in a minute. We'll just fly by the seat of our pants. What are these? These like this stage 4. This is like wiggly worms coming down at me. Stop wiggling and worming. Right, just shoot a hole. Same as before. Shoot a hole and then just try and survive. Yeah, actually, I am starting to get a little bit addicted to this the further I go now. The waves of aliens move slightly different each time. These ones going quickly down the screen are a little bit tough. Oh, nincompoop! I thought I was going to do that then. Now you've got to start all over again. Yep, I got kabooted. A space worm flew into the well, the left wing. Trying to work out port and starboard then, but I don't know. I think port's left. I think the way you remember it is port. It's got the same amount of letters in as left. So port's left, or a drink, and starboard is the other way. That's it. That's your full instructions for flying a spaceship. There now, get out there and shoot worms. What we got? 58. Trying to glance at the time. Those dark blue ones I have trouble seeing until I've actually run into them. The ship's fart engines are still going well, and I think that might be my last. No, I think this might be my last live. I think. And yes. Any more? No, it's any more. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Arcadia. A good game for 1982, but hasn't aged very well. But I can like it for that era. It moves fast. They did well for that time. So that was by Imagine Software in 1982. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro? Then please put that below. Thank you for watching, and till next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.